What's up, everyone? It is your girl Beaute87 here, aka Grace, and it's time for another palette mashup. So I've been doing palette mashups all week long because some of y'all commented down in my comment section in a couple of videos about how you liked how I was talking about combining palettes or looks with two palettes and how you were interested in it. So I normally just do that on my free time. A couple of years ago on my channel I used to do a lot of palette mashups and I liked doing them, but it seemed like people weren't really like invested or cared about it. So I kind of just slowly weeded them out because y'all know I only got 2 days to film, and I was like, I want to film what you actually want to see as opposed to just doing what I like, because I can do what I like off camera and just post it to Instagram. So that's what I've been doing. But since I've heard buzz in the comment section about it, I figured I'd bring them back for a week just to see how you respond to them and if you like the ones I came up with, and then maybe we can do them like periodically more often if I do a look on Instagram or something that you really like. But you should be following Beaute87 on Instagram. But today we're going to do these two palettes. So I got the Dead of Night from Unearthly Cosmetics and the Rogue palette from Cosmetica. This is their latest release, and honey, it's giving. And I felt like both these palettes would go together perfectly. As soon as I saw them, I was like, yes. The funny thing is, in that video, I forgot to bring this one. It was in my basket on my table in my living room. I have a basket of palettes that I like to rotate through for brands I really love. So I like try to keep them in rotation pretty regularly, and so it was sitting in there along with some other Unearthly palettes I planned on combining it with. But during the week I was like, I need to combine both these because like the colors of them are just so perfect that we need to do it. So here's what both of them look like, and now you see why I wanted to combine them so badly. Like the pop of green is just giving everything I need, and then like the mint shade in here goes nicely with this mint shade to give it a little depth for some of my skin tone. So I felt like this was just a perfect palette to pair because a lot of the colors are somewhat similar, but the depth in the Unearthly one is deeper than the one in here with some of them, so it works out better for some of my skin tone. So I was all here for it and about it. So I was like, yes, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. So I combined both of these to create a gorgeous look that I'm about to show you that we're going to recreate today. Let me get my life in with a hole, please. I'm thinking about doing one combining the Sorcery palette next week, and then if you are interested in that, I'll go ahead and film it. But you know, let me pull up this picture. So this is the look I did with the, what is this, the two palettes I just showed you. That was the one I did Thursday when I went to work. I was actually gonna come and film the intro to the Valentino concealer video just so you could see, you know, this eye look, because I thought it was that stunning. Look at that shine on the lid, honey. It's giving, it's giving, it's giving. So that's the look we're going to recreate just because I thought it was so stunning and wonderful. So I'm going to go off camera, get my life in order, and give y'all this look. But if you're curious what's on my eyes right now, this is the Moonfall palette from Cosmetics. Shout out to Beauty in the Frizz for letting me know when it was coming back in stock, because I was in Ashley's comment section of her video talking about how I missed it and how sad I was, and Kara came through with the tea. She was like, hey, it drops on the 28th of February at this time. I'm like, say less. So shout out to Kara, or else I wouldn't have been able to do this review at all. Also shout out to my friend Kevin for picking on the mattes that I used in today's video. I was showing him the palette when I was at work, and I was like, honey, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for this video because the palette had already showed up, but I showed him a picture of it because obviously I didn't bring it to work. And he was like, I'm feeling this row right here. So the row I showed y'all in the video is the row he picked. I just picked like the shimmer shades that I was gonna use on the lid and then the inner corner, but he picked out literally the rest of this look. So I'm like, shout out to Kevin. Okay, honey. But he is a makeup artist, so I don't know why I'm sitting here acting like I'm surprised. Anyway, I'm gonna go off camera, get my life in order, and then we're gonna come back and recreate the look I just showed you. I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Hey, also, this is the look combining the Unearthly Dead of Night and Rogue palette from Cosmetica. So here are all the shades I use. The first 5 are from Unearthly, and the last 3 are from the Rogue palette. I ended up not being able to do the lower lash like I would have normally done, or else I'd have used 4 from the Rogue palette. But let's get into it. So I started off mixing this shade right here, the lighter mint, with of course the deeper mint, because this one works a little bit better for my skin tone. Then this is the green that's in the crease. This is your lid shade. This is your inner corner shade. And this is your outer V shade. So I use the good majority of this palette just because it has a little bit more depth to it for some of my skin tones. That works a little better for me. So we're going to start off by taking the lightest shade from the Rogue palette and then mixing it in with the shade from the Unearthly palette. Hey y'all, so Adriangameover is downstairs with his Meta game controller, so I'm like Why you down there? I'm going to go ahead and shoot this extra video that I didn't plan on shooting because I was like, I'll just wait since I knew he was ready to go. But since he's occupied with the video game, I'm going to just go ahead and sneak another look in. As long as you don't come feel while I'm filming this one and know this last one, I'm just sneak another one in. The other one I'm hoping for, because that'll be one less palette to do next week. Even though that palette has to stay here because it's the Cosmic Brushes Serenity palette, and I have the Muse palette coming, so I want to obviously show comparisons of the two palettes I have from the brand. Plus, I just, you know, was like, I'm just let it stay here for a little while. I got some ideas for some more videos, so I'm hoping that palette shows up tonight, because if it does, I can come back and film it tonight, and that'd be awesome. That way I can finally take some of my other palettes home that I've been wanting to use that I can't use, because like I have to leave them here, because like I don't want to drag it every single week, and y'all know me, I have to prep for these comparison videos, so that way, you know, I can make sure. I'm just taking I'm taking a brush with like my skin tone shade on it from some other palette mashups I did today, and kind of like cleaning around here where I feel like it's not looking right. So yeah, that looks a whole lot better. Okay, now we're gonna go into the dark purple shade in the same palette, the Unearthly one, and make that an outer V shade. I was initially gonna do the blue, but since I did the blue in the Rogue video that I put out, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, I was like, let me go ahead and, you know, have it switch up and do a little bit different. So I think the purple ended up turning out nice with all the shimmers and the colors that went with the shimmers. I think it turned out pretty well. As you can see, it's a nice little purple shade. Y'all know I love the purple moments, so all these blue, green, and purple looks I'm definitely fine. I'm actually liking blue, green, and pink looks now as well, which I hadn't really experimented with too much before, but because of this week with the palette mashup, I ended up doing one. I was like, that looks nice. And I'm kind of intrigued by those. Excuse the shimmer on my outer V, like I got shimmer everywhere from all the shimmery colors, because I did all the Old Eye collab palette mashups first. So that's why I got all this like shimmery glitter everywhere. And so don't be surprised if you see some more of my crease. I'm gonna take the green shade in this Dead of Night palette down in the crease. And of course, there's this shimmer on this brush because I used Angie's palette literally before that, and it was dust in the crease and all that. So I have a little bit of that, but I'm like, I have done like 9 eyelets today, so sorry, I think this is 8. It'll be 9 when I do the last one that I actually plan on doing now, since Adriangameover is downstairs playing, so he doesn't know I'm doing this one. So I have like 9 eyelets done in like one day. I feel like this is a new record for me because I usually don't like film them like that, but I was like, let's get it done. While I'm inspired and feel like it, we need to get it done. I took me a little 2-hour nap. So now I'm ready to go. I took a nap from like 12 to 2 because I woke up at like 6 or 7 in the morning, and then I did videos for like 12. Not that I did a whole lot of videos. I think I only did like 3 or 4 eyelets when I first got up. So I went to relax and chill for a little bit. Then I was like, I'm gonna do these 4 or 5 more, and I'll be done for the day hopefully. Unless, like I said, the Cosmic Brushes Muse palette shows up, because if it shows up, I will be, you know, using it. So now we're gonna go take the shade that's the name of the palette, the Dead of Night, because that's what I put underneath before I use the one from the Rogue palette. So start brushing this around. I feel like this is a gorgeous eye color, or a shimmer I should say. It gives a nice metallic look, but I wanted that extra white, extra wet look to it, so that's why I put the one from the Rogue palette on top. Plus I just feel like these are good palettes to put together. And as you can see, they're giving us a gorgeous look so far, so I would definitely say so. Let's do this dark. purple. I did dip into a little bit more just to kind of blend. And I'm going to go back into the green and the crease. Of course, y'all already know that. So let's just go ahead and get that part out of the way. And then we'll jump over to the Roll palettes for the gorgeous wet looking metallic that's on the lid right now. So. Okay, so I'm flip it over to the other side and take this shade right here from the Roll palette. That's what's sitting on top of the shade we just put on to give this gorgeous shine. And then the one sitting next to it is the one that I'm going to use to put in the inner corner on top of the purple we talked about. So let's just start dabbing on top. And it just instantly gives like this gorgeous extra reflective foil wet look to the lid. And I'm just like, yes. This has the kind of dark colored base underneath it because the matte we use underneath is so dark. It just looks so gorgeous on lid. So working with, I'm gonna go ahead and put this with the back here, a little more green in here. Now we're gonna move on to our inner corner shades. Hope I wasn't blurry the whole time. I mean, all I was doing was brush it over, so it's not like it really matters. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this purple down here, and then we're on to that wet looking shade from the Roll palette. So, I mean, this is a stunning, gorgeous shade. I was not that it necessarily need any help, but I was like, I'm extra with it. So when I have, like, you know, I'm doing palette mashup, sometimes I use extra shades that might not necessarily be needed, that you don't necessarily have to use. Like, I'm just extra, so I'm using it. Okay, thank you. So we're done with that one. Now we're going into the Roll palette, and this is one of those putty-ish type shades, so it definitely gives that wet reflectiveness to the look. And the inner corner is real extra. I'm just like, yeah, it's cute. Okay, so this is your finished eye look, girl. Combining both the Roll palette and the Dead of Night palette. So I must say, I was all about this smoky feel and look and life. I was like, yes, give it to me. It looks amazing. Give it to me. So that's the eye look. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.